Well, hello, welcome. It's Phil with you, wanting to talk about a couple of Shepherd Wallen books today, and it's an area or a subject that I neglect a little bit sometimes. It's about farmland, and farmland prices and things. And you will have noticed, and I see plenty of headlines all the time. I see it here: institutional investors plough cash into farmland. And that, of course, leads to a farmland values surge, apart from anything else about the moral questions about whether we should be using farmland as an investment. Really, it's all about food. And so if you would like a different perspective from all that and what it is, I would urge you, there's two things you can do. Have a look at Rent Unmasked. It is a fabulous book all about rent. But in particular, in this instance, Chapter 10 is written by Duncan Pickard. Duncan Pickard is a farmer in Scotland. He's just done a podcast for Shepherd Wallen. You can listen to that podcast. I urge you to do so. He tells you in the podcast, and he writes in Chapter 10, how he'd always wanted to be doing farming, how he used the knowledge of Fred Harrison back in 1991, 1992, the 18.6-year cycle, to get into land at the right price. He then shows you what he did. In view of all the farmers in the UK at the moment that have been demonstrating about this new inheritance and capital gains taxes and all the other things, Duncan Pickard shows you clearly how farming should be used and how you can farm without subsidies. He doesn't get any, and he does very well. He makes a great living, and he takes advantage in the current environment, all about the 18.6-year cycle, to help him along on the right side of history, on the right side of the upturn, on the right side of the downturn. I commend to you the podcast. We'll put in a link. Even better, I commend to you the book, okay, Rent Unmasked. All right, we'll leave it there. Talk more later.